Hello, my name's Aaron and I'm the Product Manager for Recipe for Disaster here at Kasedo Games. I'm really pleased to be presenting this playthrough of our new demo, which we are releasing as part of Steam Next Fest. Now the demo is broken down into two parts. We have a tutorial and we have a demo stage. So what I'm going to do is I'll go through the tutorial first to discuss some of the main mechanics of the game, and then we'll move on to the demo stage, which will be a little bit more of a challenge and give you a better impression of what the full game will actually look like. Okay, first to the tutorial. Right, so the first step to mastery. Now we have here our tutorial level set up for us, and let's just jump straight in and have a look at some of the features of the game. So the big days come. The food industry is a food industry really your calling. The pressure will be great, and hopefully you'll be able to handle it. We can move this panel around by clicking and dragging it, of course, and there are also tooltips to gain a little bit more information. Camera controls, pretty traditional. We can rotate, we can zoom in and out, we can drag the camera around. So build mode. One of the key parts of Recipe for Disaster is being able to actually create your own restaurant. We have quite a powerful toolset which allows for a lot of customization and building options. So let's just take a look at some of the tools that we have access to. First of all, we've got this demolish tool. Now, at the moment, our restaurant is looking a little bit sparse, a little bit empty. There's trash. There's a wall in the middle of the dining room. Not ideal. So let's just use this demolish tool and get rid of the wall here first of all, and take out the trash. There we go. That's great. You can also press Z on the keyboard to remove the visibility of the walls, which is really nice when you're trying to build things and place them more precisely. So furniture and appliances. So these are some of the object categories here on the left-hand side of the UI. With furniture, let's look at that first. These are essentially just all of the different types of tables and chairs that at the moment are purely cosmetic, but there are quite a lot of different options that you've got here depending on the flavour that you want to have for your restaurant. I'm quite liking the look of this. Let's go for just a dining table. Let's place a couple of these. And these rather stylish looking chairs. Let's get some of those in. Okay. So with appliances, these are important as they will determine what kinds of dishes you can prepare. We've got a deep fryer, we've got an oven, a stove, we have a countertop, and we also have a grill. Now, let's place a fryer first of all. This is probably the one that you want to start off with. A lot of customers are going to be wanting fried food because it's quick and easy. So let's place one of those in. That's great. So we also have access to some decoration, some decorative objects that we can use to improve the restaurant's ambience. We've got some quite nice looking items here. We've got some vases, paintings, mirrors, some table lamps. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of these nice looking fancy French table lamps to the tables, and I might even add, let's put a mirror in as well. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? And some greenery, which is always cool. Let's have another one of these vases. We can also move objects around when we've placed them if we don't like where we've put them. Just right click. We can duplicate, move, delete. Love these little radial menus. So you really can just move everything around as well when it's grouped together, which I think is really, really helpful when you're building things quickly. There we go. So if we just have a look in the top right hand corner here, we actually have a little star, which is our ambience overlay. If we click that, we can see how those decorative objects are impacting the ambience of the restaurant. Now this is going to be important because customers, they do care about like what a restaurant looks like. They will remark on your restaurant if it's not looking great, but they'll also praise it if it is looking good. So right now I can see that this corner is looking pretty nice. This one, not so much. It's a bit bare, isn't it? There's nothing really there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but you can always turn this on and off throughout gameplay to get a feel as to exactly how good your ambience is for your restaurant. The employees don't really care too much about how a restaurant looks, but the customers obviously really do. So if we just look over here, we can see that the appliances, we've got a couple of fridges here, and we've got our fryer as well. They're creating a negative ambience. So we actually can, if we want to, we could put these in the dining room. But that wouldn't make the customers particularly happy. But I don't know, in some situations, maybe that would be a good move. Yeah, it depends on exactly how you want your restaurant to look. So I'll leave you up to deciding if that might be a good idea or not. But yeah, we've kind of created the game so it's quite free, quite flexible. So the building and the customization should be really fluid and quite fun and intuitive to play with. That's it next, right? So food storage. Now you might have noticed these lovely looking storage shelves in our kitchen. Now these have a storage capacity. They can hold a certain number of ingredients each. The fridges likewise. The storage shelves hold dry goods, and the fridges obviously hold ingredients that require refrigeration. So if we just click on the food storage menu just down here on the bottom of the UI, we can have a little look at the ingredients that we currently have in storage. So we've got some garlic, chicken wing, we have some pork loin, clams, brown onions, and potatoes. Now, what we can do is let's order some more chicken wings just to demonstrate how this works. Click on the cart icon, and we can see that we have a price per unit, €1.75, and we also have this is quite handy, when this checkbox is ticked, you'll basically ensure that your restaurant always has this number of ingredients in stock, so it will auto reorder the ingredients every day so that you never run low. We also have an express delivery here, which would basically you pay a 20% surplus and you get the ingredients immediately. So usually you would have to wait an entire day for the ingredients to turn up, but with an express delivery with a little bit of an added premium, you can actually get the ingredients straight away, which is really handy. So let's just order 10 more chicken wing. Nice, with an express delivery as well, so that will arrive immediately. Cool. We can close out any of these menus, obviously, with the cross in the top right. Okay, so let's open the restaurant for the first time. At the beginning of every day, you'll be in build mode, so you'll have this kind of moment to assess kind of like how your restaurant's looking, the lay of the land, maybe do a little bit of customization, add a few bits and pieces here and there. But you can also pause the game at any point and go into build mode as well, so it's very intuitive that way. If you want to add something, you can do it during service, but you'll at least get that little bit of a grace period at the beginning of every day to have a go at building and customizing your restaurant a little bit more. So I'm going to open my restaurant now. Let's have a look. Okay. So this is my head chef. Here she comes. And we can have a little look at her stats by double clicking. We can see that she is quite skilled in a few areas. So she's skilled so basically how skills work is that they are linked to appliances and they are linked to certain actions. So we have things like the fryer, the grill, the oven, stove skills. So this basically means that there'll be a chef will be more skilled when using these sorts of appliances the higher their skill level is. We also have cleaning, charisma, serving, and on countertop as well. Countertop is another appliance. It's a little bit more of a general purpose appliance where, depending on how creative you want to be with your recipes or more realistic with how you create your recipes, that's also an appliance that comes into play. But with serving, obviously, that is making sure that you're being polite and courteous to your customers. Charisma will be used for helping other employees later down the line. This isn't quite implemented yet, but you'll see when we announce more updates about the game, we'll talk a little bit more about charisma. Likewise with cleaning, at the moment in the game there isn't any cleanliness that you have to worry about, but that will be coming in very soon. You can also pause the game at any point as well. I'm just hitting spacebar here. so I can just take a breather for a moment and just look at what's going on in the restaurant. So you've seen that a couple of customers have already arrived. We've got a table of 2 here, and we have a table here of 1, which is cool. I think what we're going to do next is we're going to assign our chef some priorities. Now, what you can do at any moment, you can select your chef by clicking on their portrait. You can right-click on any object, so that includes like tables or appliances, and you get these little radial menus, which is really cool, to quickly assign them to certain jobs. So right here we can actually just tell our chef to take an order, or we could assign them to the table, and what that allows them to do is basically be part of this this little menu here, which is the priorities menu. We can set up to 3 employees per object, so that again, tables or appliances, it's the same. And basically what that determines is the employee who has the highest priority will be on the left and the lowest on the right. So when you're thinking about your team composition, who's taking breaks at certain moments, you're going to have to start thinking about the priorities and the order in which you put your stuff into this this menu here. So I think what we're going to do just to demonstrate is just to click and add our head chef to these 2 tables. I'll do it in 2 different ways here. So we use the priority system here by clicking on the object, and the other way that we can do that is selecting our chef and then just assigning. There we go. So you saw those little warnings where the game was telling us that we didn't have anyone assigned to the objects. Those are now gone. And if we start time up, you can see that our head chef is taking orders from these 2 tables. So once the orders have been taken, they will be put to the pass, as it were, here. And now nothing is happening because we've not given our chef any instructions in the kitchen. So what I'll do now is I'll just do the same thing. I'll click on our deep fryer and I will hit the head chef. You can see that it's really handy here that she's level 3. So we know that she's going to be quite skilled with the deep fryer. So she's definitely worth putting in and using that appliance. Okay, start up time again, and look at this. Our chef is going to work. So she's going to grab the ingredients first, the fridge and the dry storage. There she goes, frying away. She'll take that order to the pass. And when she's done, there we go, we hear the bell, and she will take it out to the table that she's assigned to. Now you'll notice that there is this little meter here. Now this is the patience of the, oh look at how delicious that looks. You'll notice that that was the patience of the customers. So right here we can see patience is starting to run down. So this is something we've got to balance, because if it ever hits 0, the customer will just leave a 1-star review and just leave. They won't pay, and any ingredients that you've already got, that you're already using in appliances and started to make the dish, they'll just be wasted. So you really want to make sure that you're serving customers in due time. You'll also notice that if we look at our head chef here, there is a little meter behind the portrait which is slowly going down. And if we just wait a second, look, we can see that she's getting tired. So let's send her on a break. Now what she'll do is when we click that break button, she'll finish the current action that she's performing, and then as soon as she's done, she'll then go on a break immediately. And the break area is out here next to the bench. And you always have to make sure that you have a break area for your staff. You'll also notice that she's moving quite slowly now, and that is because she is currently exhausted because she's been working too much, so she slowed down. And that's a debuff that will have like a kind of like a time limit to it. So it's something that you've got to manage, because obviously the slower your chefs are cooking, the more you're not going to be able to serve your customers quickly enough, which is going to be a problem. As I said, patience runs out and they leave, then that's not going to be great business, is it? So she's refreshed, she's had her break, she's looking reasonably average at the moment in terms of her mood. So we'll just let her continue. Right, so let's serve 2 tables. We can also fast forward time here. We've got fast speed and a super speed. But let's just keep watching. So you've noticed any of the customers that are queuing up outside, their patience is also going down. So having more tables and chairs in the restaurant to be able to serve them quickly is important, because at this point, you know, again, if their patience runs out, they will just leave, but they'll give you a bad review, and that's not great, because the news will spread and less people will be interested in your restaurant if lots of bad reviews are getting posted. But we're doing okay. Look, this is just our head chef by themselves at the moment. They're getting food out, they're taking orders. You'll notice this little negative debuff above the chef's head. That is because she's doing a hated task, and the hated task is serving. She hated doing serving. So if we look at when we go to assign her, we can actually see that she actually has got a little icon here, which means that she hates doing it. So it's something we've got to think about, because if we keep getting her to do the same thing, she's going to start getting a little bit annoyed. But we'll get to Ashley in a little bit. Right now, let's just continue with these objectives. So calm before the storm. So right now, I've actually completed the first part of the tutorial, and we're going to head into a slightly more complex tutorial in part 2. So let's end the tutorial here and jump into the next part. Okay, here we are again. We've got a slightly different restaurant, slightly different layout, bit of a bigger dining area. Not sure about this fryer in the middle of the dining room. We're probably going to have to move that. And we've got we've got a table and a couple of chairs as well. There are no appliances in the kitchen, right? So I think what we're going to do first is we are going to open the restaurant. Right. So first of all, I think we should be hiring a couple more employees. Now, as you noticed in that first part of the tutorial, we had obviously one chef just doing all of the work, which was resulting in her becoming quite tired quite quickly. You already saw that I had to send her in on a break, only with a couple of minutes of gameplay. So let's try and alleviate some of that pressure from her and hire some help. Let's get some additional employees, and we can do that by just looking along the bottom of the UI and clicking on this staff panel. Now, what we have here is a selection of a number of different potential employees with all of their skills listed, as well as traits. Now, we can also see our current staff over here on the left-hand side, so that we can kind of try and pick some people that might complement their ability. I really want someone who's good at serving. We've already established that our chef really hates serving, and she's also not very good at it. So let's have a little look first of all and see if we can get someone who likes and maybe is good at it. I think Mark Mendez. Yeah, he likes serving, and he's a level 2. And he's €6.80 an hour to hire. Let's hire him. Cool. And then maybe another... Well, we've got a deep fryer, haven't we? Maybe someone who likes doing that. Well, Christine's quite good, isn't she? Yeah, let's get Christine. Now, you'll notice also when you're picking new staff, it's not just about skills. There are traits as well. We've got a couple of these in the game at the moment. There's going to be a lot more in the full release. But if we just sort of click through some of these, they are quite fun. We've got a meat lover, so this character will employ when you hire her. Whenever she's working on dishes that involve the preparation of meat, she's going to get a little bit of a bonus. With a sickly character, they tend to get sick, which means that they'll slow down. They might call in to work sick. They can also infect others, which is not great. We've got an animal lover, so an animal lover won't want to work on anything that involves cooking animal products. And then we've got an inspiring trait here, which is really, really nice. So if you've got characters with this trait, they're basically going to improve the mood of their colleagues and customers as well, by being so inspiring, which is really nice. And on the flip side, we've got annoying. This kind of works like in reverse to inspiring, where this employee will essentially just get on the nerves of everyone, really, and you'll soon start to see that this is this is a bit of a dangerous trait, this one, because they'll start to really affect fellow employees and customers alike with their annoying habits. So something to consider when you're hiring new staff. Let's go for, I know she's sickly, but let's go for Christine, because she likes frying. We have a fryer. She's also really good with the stove. quite expensively, but we'll hire her. Cool. Oh, here they come. Here comes the team. Great. So what we can do is, next, I think what we're going to do is have a little look at their attitude meter. So I talked about some of those traits there, inspired and annoying. If we just double click on a character, we can see their thoughts. Right now, nothing is happening, but as time goes by, you'll see these little kind of like thought bubbles appearing above your employees' heads, and that will indicate, you know, exactly how they're feeling at that moment, and that influences their attitude level. So we've talked a little bit about stamina. So the more work that's done, obviously the stamina goes down. You need to factor in breaks, because if you don't obviously give your staff a break, staff members a break, they'll actually, you know, they'll slow down, they'll get tired, which is not good. Attitude is like a secondary kind of meter that you have to watch. Again, it's linked to thoughts, it's linked to the traits and the behaviors of customers and other staff members. And again, if that gets too low, you're going to get what we call a breakdown moment, and that's going to have like really negative consequences. And we've got loads of these planned at the moment. For example, an idea might be that the staff member breaks down and they just quit. They just leave on the spot and they leave you in the lurch. We've also got another one where they'll go and start gossiping to other customers who are waiting to be served about their impressions of their hapless colleagues and how useless they are, which is not going to be good because that'll give a patience debuff and also create thoughts amongst customers. So this is all work in progress at the moment. We've got loads of these planned, but maybe in the demo you might be able to see some of these because it is possible to trigger them if you treat your staff quite badly. Like, you don't want to be treating your staff badly, but sometimes the needs of the business do come first, unfortunately. So we'll just keep an eye on those. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this fryer out of the dining room because that's a really bad place to have it. There we go, it's creating negative ambience. I will just go into build mode. So you know, as I said before, the restaurant's already open, but we're now in. I can just click build mode and go straight into customizing. Let's move it into the kitchen. I'm also going to add another appliance here, a grill. And what this will do is this will open up extra possibilities when we are coming to creating more recipes for our restaurant. So let's just add that in. So there's now 2 different appliances, which is nice. And I'm also going to duplicate this table and chairs, I think. Let's get a couple of these in. You can also select individual objects within the group, and you can move them. Looks a bit strange having them all at right angles like that, doesn't it? There we go. I can space them out a little bit. There we go. That looks nice. Cool. Right, so let's have a little look at our recipe editor. So this is a really, really cool tool, and it's kind of part of the heart of the game. This is essentially where everything begins and where everything ends. So let's have a little look. If we click on the recipe editor menu here on the bottom of the UI, we can have a little look at creating a new recipe. So how about making some deep fried chicken wings? So let's do fried chicken wings. You can name your recipe anything you want, which is quite fun. What we'll do is we'll just right click on this canvas here. So essentially how this works, and it's not, I wouldn't be too intimidated by it because it might look a little bit scary to begin with because you're essentially creating a chain of actions. It's really, really intuitive, really, really easy, and it's fun to kind of like play around with and delete and move things around. So you'll see it is very easy to use. So don't be afraid. On the right hand side, this is essentially the final action, plate the fried chicken wings, and I'm going to change the appearance. We've got all of these different things to look at. Let's go for, I wonder if there are any chicken wings. Chicken wings, there we go. So we can change the appearance. So this is the final action. This is what the plate will eventually look like. So all we need to do is right click and select an appliance action based on the appliances that we currently have. Now, you know, we've got a deep fryer and we also had a grill. So let's add the deep fry action, and look at that. It creates a link to basically the next recipe within the chain. the next action within the chain, which is the plater action. You can see that we've got, we could add additional actions here further on the left, but it's all done for you, very very quick and easy. And you can get really creative with this. You can have you can have steps occurring concurrently. You can have huge chains involving lots of ingredients and lots of different actions. But let's just keep it simple for now. Let's add those chicken wings that we ordered. There we go. So we are deep frying chicken wings in order to get our fried chicken wings dish. Lovely. And you'll notice along the bottom here, we get a little bit of an overview of skills, tags, and allergens. The skills that are required to basically ensure that this is a decent enough recipe are the fryer skill, the tag. Now this is important because this is what customers, what they want or what they don't want, essentially. And because we have fried the chicken wings, we have generated the fried tag. The chicken wing itself as an ingredient is something that a customer will want. So essentially we've got chicken wing as a potential modifier for customer choice, and the fried food tag, which is the other modifier for customer choice, which I think is pretty cool. And this can get quite sophisticated, obviously, with all these different ingredients, all of the different appliances, and the combinations of the different tags and steps. There's also no allergens in this. We have a few of these planned at the moment for just for the chicken wing here, and the fry action. There are no allergens generated. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say, I think we'll make this so at the moment courses don't have a huge impact on the game, but we have ideas about how we can potentially, again, it might be that we have customers wanting like a particular appetizer, or they'll order an appetizer and main course on the side. At the moment these are just cosmetic, but it's still a work in progress, as we say, and we're thinking about how we can implement these. But I think thematically, fried chicken wings, that could be, well, for some that could be a main. Let's leave it as an appetizer, because it's very very simple, isn't it? We can also see the cost of the ingredients here, and the amount of cooking time required. So it's 5 minutes per ingredient added. So 5 minutes is like super quick in game time, and only 1.75 to make. That's nothing. So let's save it. There we go. And what we can do is, if we just go to our menu editor here, you'll see that we have on our menu, it's currently empty except for the fried chicken wings here, which are our appetizer. And what we can do here, this is quite a nice menu here. You can just again completely customize this, decide what kinds of dishes you want to put on. You can create dishes as well and then remove them. So you've got all your recipes saved, but they don't necessarily all have to be on the menu at the same time, which is really nice. So it's very fluid and customizable. Right now, the cost to make and the price that's been generated, the computer's done that for us, so we can go with that if we want, but to be honest, that's probably going to be a little bit expensive. So let's lower it a little bit. Let's go for 550. These prices are completely, up to your discretion. We could charge 2, we could charge 10. It's entirely up to us, but the customers will comment on what they think is good value for money. Interestingly, so in restaurants, the markup is generally between 300 to 500%. The cost of ingredients, which covers rent, equipment, advertising, and wages, which is pretty crazy if you think about that. But this is what we do in the modern age when we go out to eat. We are certainly paying a premium to be able to do that, and you're going to be experiencing this yourself firsthand as a restaurant manager. Great. Cool. So let's just jump out of this. Let us go back to the game and assign our team members to the table, so that we know that we hired a decent server, didn't we, in the staff member here. So let's add him to the tables. We can also increase his effort, which is quite nice. So the higher the effort, basically, the better the potential buff to the way that customers perceive service in itself. So the serving skill and the effort combined to sort of influence what a customer thinks of a staff member's customer service. So we could increase these across the board. It will just mean that he'll spend a little bit more time taking orders and a little bit more time like dropping off the dishes once they're ready. But I think it'll be okay because it'll, potentially increase our reviews based on customer service, which I think is good. Let's also add both of our chefs to the deep fryer right now and kick things off. Great. Let's see if the customers come. Here they come. Here comes our first. I like the colour of his suit. That is very cool. We're actually planning later down the line on having unique uniforms depending on if you have like a front of house role or a kitchen role. So stay tuned for that. So as you saw, our employee here, Mark, he took the order. And now Christine is cracking on with those deep fried chicken wings. And we can click on this order queue up here and we can see exactly what tables are ordering, which tables are ordering which dishes. So table 1 here, this one with this gentleman, and table 2 here with this gentleman. They've both ordered the fried chicken wings. That's all there is on the menu. But we can see the chain of exactly what's happening. So the customer waiting, ordering, submitting order, waiting to cook, cooking, ready to serve, serving, customer eating, and then the order complete. So you can really see in detail exactly what is happening, which I think is really, really cool to be able to see like exactly what is going on with the automation. Nice. Okay. So we haven't actually looked at our customers yet. So if we just click on this customer here, we can see Natasha Herrera, and we can see that she loves fried chicken wings, which is handy in this tutorial level. She hates soy sauce though, so that means that she'll gravitate towards anything that has a fried tag or contains chicken wings, or even better, is fried chicken wings. She will not order things that have soy sauce in them, so you've got to be careful when you're creating your recipes. So say, for example, we added soy sauce to that fried chicken wing recipe, she wouldn't like that. You can also see that she's got a patient and a loud trait. So the different traits, the customers actually have a whole different loadout of traits to your employees. So you'll have fun at kind of like looking at all of the different things that your customers are. So this one is loud and is a snob. This one is patient. So a nice little couple there. And exactly what these traits do, it's all work in progress at the moment. But for example here, patient means they don't mind waiting for their food a little bit longer. If they're loud, they'll basically cause anyone around to lose patience quicker within the sort of a certain radius. And if they're a snob, they expect a high level of effort when it comes to being served, which is good because we did boost our effort a little bit there with old Mark Mendez. So we're okay. I wonder what she's gonna... Oh, 2 stars. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you might have noticed that those stars that have been appearing, now they are the customer reviews as they come in, and they basically give you an indication as to exactly what your customers are thinking and feeling at any moment. So let's open the review panel. Here we go. Oh, they're all looking pretty mediocre at the moment, our reviews. Lots of 2 stars, which is fine, For example, we've got one here saying, the menu lacks dishes that I like. I wish they had grilled beef sirloin in the menu. Well, that's handy because we have a grill. So we're 1 step away from being able to serve that. The restaurant should look better. To be fair, I agree. I haven't added any decorative objects to the dining room at the moment. But Mark Mendez served me incredibly fast, which is great. And to be fair, he is doing a really good job. We only have a few tables, so he's able to keep on top of them without getting too tired. And he's quite happy doing it. You can again see the little buff there to his thoughts, which is really, really nice. We're also getting these alerts here asking about the new requests. They want a specific type of dish, which is this grilled beef sirloin. So let's have a look at that. First of all, just before I just jump into making another recipe, I can talk a little bit about popularity. So basically, the aggregate of all of these reviews are contributing towards the popularity rating of the restaurant, currently sitting at 7%. We're getting a lot of 2-star reviews. We're getting an average of 4 customers per hour, and it's recommending that we do a 417% markup on all of our dishes. So this is dynamic and it changes as you respond to requests. So 1 star, that was kind, wasn't it? So let's see about tackling some of these requests. Oh, we've also just got an alert there about the chicken wings running low. So just going back into the order, into the food storage, we can place another order. There we go. Let's just grab that, just so that we don't get that alert again. Okay. So we have to now, in the final stage of this tutorial, we have to create a recipe in response to a customer request. Now we know that people have been asking about grilled beef sirloin. That's easy enough to do, and it reached popularity of 15%. So I think based on what people are saying, we have to basically decorate the restaurant a little bit nicer. Let's add that grilled beef sirloin, because that's obviously going to start to appeal to. There's quite a few customers who are asking for it, and they will come back. So let's respond to what they're asking for. Really helpfully, we've also got these little plus recipe tabs in the review panel. If we hit that, it creates a template within the recipe editor for us, which I think is really, really nice. A grilled beef sirloin. Let's make that look like. Ooh. There we go. So again, a very, very simple recipe. All that has happened there is it's added the beef sirloin ingredient to the grill action to create the grilled beef sirloin as a main course. Costs a little bit more to make, I think, than the fried chicken, $2.50, still the same amount of time. And you'll see that it's got a decadent food tag, and that is because the beef sirloin ingredient itself creates this. So as I mentioned previously, we've got the ingredient is something that customers are interested in, the way it's cooked is something they're interested in, and then also these little food tags that are generated, like decadent. That's unique to the beef sirloin, and a few other, well, there are a few other ingredients that share that as well. So let's save that. Look at it on the menu. $8.75. Should we make it a little bit cheaper to entice people? Let's go $7.50. Cool. All right, and let's watch as the money starts to roll in, hopefully, and the review starts to improve. So the grill needs someone assigning to it. Let's go for, she's not going to like doing it, but we'll add the head chef. There we go. Yeah, you'll notice that everyone's better at frying. Of the two chefs that we've got in there, they're not so good at grilling, but it's okay. We should increase the effort a little bit as well. That might boost food quality and improve the reviews. I'm going to build some decorative objects because we've got the money. Let's go for a painting. Yeah, we're planning on adding lots and lots of decorative objects to this game. It's got a very bright, vibrant art style, which is really, really cute with the low poly kind of models. And we have loads planned in terms of the different objects and things that you can place to make your restaurant look nicer. But let's just add a few of these presets here. Got wall shelf. I really like the plants. That's a really nice hue of green. There we go. That's looking a bit nicer, isn't it? Let's do that. Look at that, green. Lovely. So now I think let's just let the reviews start to roll in and see what happens. Look at that, 4 stars. So we can see already that that's starting to have an impact upon how people feel about the our changes that we've made. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit just so that we can get to the end. Another 4-star review. Lovely. Look, we're starting to turn the tide a little bit. Average price, great. Fast service, cool. Nothing else to complain about. Let's see what this customer does. So you've seen we've very easily been able to overcome, this is a tutorial after all, so we're very easily being able to overcome the requests as they came in. But in the demo stage, you'll see that this is a little bit harder to do. Certainly a bit more of a balancing act. Oh, this place looks amazing. Look at that, lamps, paintings, plants, that's all you need. All you need in life. Almost there, 12%. And no one's getting tired as well. You'll notice that stamina is recovering when they stand still. So like the workload, for 3 tables, you've got 3 chefs. That's no effort at all, really. So no one's had to go on a break. Everyone's looking pretty okay. Attitude sitting around 50. I think our head chef might be getting a little bit annoyed with using that grill. Almost there, 13%. And he loves his job. Look, Mark, his attitude is getting a little buff there because he loves serving customers. That is what his role in life is. He's a top server. Almost there. Possibly just one more table. There we go. And these customers, if we just click on them, we can see, like, one of them wanted the grilled beef sirloin. They both wanted the grilled beef sirloin, which is great. So, but there they are eating it. Lovely. Oh, and that one had some chicken wings as well. Look at that, perfect. 15% popularity. So I'll end the tutorial there, and then we can have a little look at the demo stage. So let's get stuck in with the demo. First of all, just like to draw your attention to the fact that we are actually actively seeking feedback on the game. So once you've actually gone through the demo stage, there will be an opportunity to submit feedback via a form. So if you do have any comments, please do add them there, because we're really interested to kind of hear exactly what you think about certain mechanics at the moment. This is very much a great opportunity to be able to help shape the game, and we just really keen to hear what you think. But let's have a look. Let's see how I do on my attempt to beat these 3-stage objectives. Right, so let's look at these objectives first of all. We've got an easy, a medium, and a hard one. The easy objective is to serve 50 tables. Well, we've got 1 at the moment, and we've got 4 days to complete these 3. So if we've only got 1 table, that's already screaming to me that we're going to need way more than that to be able to hit that objective. The medium one is to make 2,500 euros. Starting off with 750. Okay. And to reach 75% popularity, and we're currently at 25. 6 customers per hour. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more tables. Okay. Let's have a think then. So if you remember in the tutorial, I think we were challenged to reach 15% popularity, which took a little bit of time. So getting up to 75 is, I think that's going to take us to the limit of those 4 days. So that will be quite complicated. I think what I'm going to do first of all, because I've got a little bit of money, I'm going to just have a quick look to sort of see what's on the menu. Got a few pre-made dishes here, and you know what, I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to get rid of these recipes, and I'm going to put my spin on things. So just delete these, because I want to do this completely my way. Obviously, if you're playing, feel free to use some of these pre-made recipes. But I think it's a little bit more fun to kind of create something from scratch. So what could we do? What could we do? Let's look in storage first. So we've got... Oh, we have a load of ingredients to play around with. I want to go for a dessert, I think, first of all. Let's make a... I'm going to have a go at making an actual real recipe. A lemon drizzle cake. Yeah, let's have a go. How do we make a cake? Let's get an appropriate looking... Yeah, okay. We're going to need to bake a cake. So, let's jump back into the... Oh, we don't need 2 fryers, do we? No. Let's go for a oven. So some of the appliances can actually do 2 actions. So roasting and baking obviously happens in the oven. Searing and boiling happens on the stove. The fryer can just fry. The countertop can just be used for preparation, and the grill can just be used for grilling. So now that we've added that, right, we're going to bake a cake. What do we need to bake a cake? We need a lemon cake as well. We're going to need flour. We're going to need butter. We're going to need lemon. It's a lemon cake. Or maybe not actually. I might just use that for the topping. Flour, butter. Oh, we need eggs, don't we? Eggs. And sugar. Let's do that. And then we'll add a... Oh, we could do like a little... Let's do some like icing on top. Let's do lemon and sugar. So that is, I think if I actually did that in real life, that probably would result in a lemon drizzle cake. Bake the ingredients. Add a little bit of a lemon sugary sauce to the top. Sounds good. Look at all these food tags that we've generated as well. So there's the oven skill and the stove skill are required. We've got a baked, buttery, seared, sour and sweet dish here. Allergens, gluten and lactose. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that. So maybe let's create another recipe after this that doesn't have allergens. But we'll save that. It's got a 30-minute cooking time. That's quite a long time. And I'm going to make this quite an expensive dish actually, because it requires quite a bit of effort. Let's go for 10. Actually, 11. Ooh. Let's go for 12. See how that feels. A €12 slice of lemon drizzle cake. And we can grab the ingredients as well. To make room, I might just get rid of like some of these things that I don't really know what to do with at the moment. Let's get rid of the few of these. Garlic, do we want that? No. And you'll see that you can see some ingredients are dry storage, some are refrigerated, so we're just clearing a little bit of space so we can fit in all the ingredients that we need for this cake recipe that we've just created. So hopefully the food storage menu does actually tell you what you're missing for the recipes that you have on your menu. So basically all of the ingredients for my lemon drizzle cake. Let's go for 10 for all of them first of all and just see how it goes. I think what I'll do is I'll just start this off. I'll get some employees who can deal with the oven and the stove and a decent server, and then we'll just take it from there. We'll see what the customers say. Yeah. So who have we got at the moment? We've got Lara, head chef. She's okay on the stove. That's cool. Not great on the oven. Well, she's a bit of a multitasker. Christina, she's lazy though. Takes longer breaks and is slower. Oh, she's good with the oven, and she's all right at serve. I'm going to hire her because she's good multi-purpose. Got some good multi-purpose skills there. This also looks really kind of like uninspiring, this dining room. So maybe let's expand that by building some walls. Should we go this way or this way? Let's go this way first. Get this little plant out of here. Move this door. Put that here. Delete this wall. Okay, let's paint the floor. So we've got a choice of all of these different floor textures, which are quite nice. I quite like the... Ooh, which ones to go for? Let's go for these tiles. That's quite nice, isn't it? And let's change the wallpaper so it all matches as well. Ooh, the wooden wall. Well, how about? Oh, that's okay, isn't it? And let's make sure that the outside of the restaurant looks quite uniform. Yeah, I'm just holding shift here, and I can paint entire sections of the wall all at once. So that makes my life a lot easier, quicker to kind of get things done. Let's move this here. And just move the chairs around. Duplicate this table just so that we've got a couple of tables and room for 4 customers. I think that's okay to get started. We've spent like almost 300 already just setting this up. What I'm also going to do is I'm just going to reconfigure this kitchen a little bit to make it a little bit more efficient. So these are all kind of in the center, aren't they? We don't need the fryer at the moment. Let's put that out the way. But we want this to be... These need to be next to each other because our one recipe, they are linked. Let's also put the storage much closer. So hopefully this will mean that there's a shorter distance to get to the ingredients, which will make it just quicker to produce, and it's right next to the window as well. So that should be quite fast. Okay, let's open and get stuck in. Right. Christina, you are our server for today. Our head chef, Lara. Oh, she doesn't like using the stove. She's gonna have to. So she's the only cook at the moment. Let's see what people make of our lemon drizzle cake. Just have a look at these customers. They want fried sour chicken breast, fried sweet chicken wing. Oh, I'm already slightly worried about this. All right, can we get some more sugar? No, we're okay. Got enough. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Food is in there cooking. Here comes the sauce. Adding another ingredient there. And the queue's already started. So we're currently exerting $6.48 an hour just to pay for Christina. Our head chef works for free. But this is taking quite a long time, this recipe. I've already potentially realized an error. But hey, it's a real world recipe and it's something that I wanted to try. So let's just see what happens. What are they going to rate it? 1 star. Okay, I can take that. What's wrong? So food's not to their taste. Yeah, they're interested in chicken, weren't they? Chicken in a variety of different forms. Christina was serving them fast though, which we know is good, and they wish the restaurant looked better. I'm going to just try and balance the economy a little bit and not go too crazy and try and like immediately kind of respond to what everyone wants. So let's just start creating some, adding a little bit of decoration, some little vases of flowers. That should help with ambience a little bit. Yeah, let's see what they think of that. Christina's quite happy. Fried sweet chicken wing. Okay. Speed it up a little bit. Right, I'm going to have to start responding to these requests because we're going to start losing popularity pretty quick. Alright, fried pork loin, fried sweet chicken wing, fried chicken breast. The fryer. It is the fryer's time to shine. Let's get this stuck in on the line. And what we're going to do is... yeah, we're going to create a new recipe. Which one should I do first? Fried chicken breast in the menu. Fried sweet chicken wing. Fried chicken breast sounds easier to fulfill, so let's just do that. Let's just add this. And I wonder if we use some of that sugar that we've already got ordered. I wonder if we could do a deep fried sugary chicken. Doesn't sound very delicious though, does it? But it does the job. Well, maybe we could. But maybe let's try and be a little bit more realistic again. Let's can we add another? I'll tell you what. If we build, let's build a countertop so we can do the prep action. 150. Well, these are quite expensive, aren't they? Let's put that there. Okay, and yeah, let's go back into the recipe editor, and I'm going to do like, let's do like a little honey dressing maybe to accompany the the deep fried chicken breast. Let's do some honey, maybe a bit of extra virgin olive oil. Do you need anything else? That might be all right. Yeah, let's have some fried chicken with honey dressing. Delicious. What can that look like? That looks okay. Could maybe even add some. Could even add some vegetables there, maybe. Or some lettuce. That looks nice. Main course. Saved. Right. Add it to the menu. I'm going to bump these prices well up because I want to start hitting these objectives. 15. Let's grab the extra virgin olive oil. Ooh, let's have a look. So we've got 80. So that'd be 90, 100, 110. So that we've got just enough storage here to be able to do that. And then let's add our head chef to this action as well. She's going to start getting a bit knackered. I think we might need to hire another staff member. Was there an action she didn't like doing? I think it was the stove, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh no, she likes doing that. I could add our server to the roasting part so then she can crack on with other things. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now we've got... let's send our head chef on a break. So we now have Christina also also using the oven now. I'm going to hire another staff member. I can already feel this getting out of control. Let's go for... Right, so we've got... we need prep. We need stove, grill. No, we need prep. We've got a oven, stove, and a fryer. Let's have a look. Someone who's good at frying and good with the oven would be, yeah, Hannah. Oh, and she's so cheap. Hannah, get in there. All right, so let's put Hannah on the oven and on the fryer. So that's covered. Is she any good at? No, she's not great at that. She can cover the prep as well. There we go. How are we doing? I thought they had fried sour chicken breast. Hang on. Let's have a think. We can meet that because we have it's fried chicken breast. It's not sour. Let's add the lemon from our lemon drizzle cake. So this is where can you start to see that like I'm being a little bit creative, like these kind of like real world recipes, but I've actually been able to economize a little bit because I've got lemon being used across 2 recipes now. So we can save that, and that should hopefully, because it's fried, it's sour, and it contains chicken breast, that should start to satisfy that character or that customer who wanted it. So this customer just left. One of the reasons might be it's raining outside, which is really diminishing like everyone's patience. So we need to get people in quickly. This is where I start to panic. Let's add. Oh yeah, let's try and cram everyone in. So when I copied that object there, it actually copied the priorities as well, which is really helpful. So Christina will continue to serve the tables that she's been assigned to. Let's just see if we can... Table for one, table for one, table for one. That's really frustrating. Because if they were bigger tables, we'd be able to serve them faster. Okay. Running low on lemon. Oh, that's not good. Let's just order more chicken breast because that's one thing we're running out of. Okay. Speed things up a little bit. Okay, so you can see that we're actually in negative money at the moment. If we end the day in negative money, we are going to lose. So we've got to make sure that we have, but we've made a profit by the end of the day. Otherwise, we are going to be kicked out of the demo. So I've got to be really careful here. I can delete any objects that I've placed already. Obviously, I'm not going to make all my money back. But that could be a worst case, you know, that in the worst case scenario, I could just delete some of these tables and get a little bit of money back to keep myself afloat. Just have a look at the, see if I can get, quite expensive. Windows, doors, okay. Let's just keep going. How's everyone's attitude doing? Oh, I can see Hannah's getting annoyed. Christina's doing all right. The customers leaving through the kitchen. I think they are. Well, they get a little tour of the kitchen as they leave. Maybe there's something wrong with this door. I will play around with that the next day, I think. Christina, go on a break. You are knackered. Alright, so again, if I just want to like override some commands here, let's just get this table served. So let's click on and let's serve. Yeah, see what I did there? So she was preparing, she wanted to prepare a recipe, but I overwrote what she was doing by giving her a manual action because Christina's on a break. So it made sense to get him done and out as quickly as possible just so we can get these next few customers in. How are we doing? People are liking the fried chicken with honey dressing. Why wouldn't they? It had an average price. I might bump it up a little bit, actually. Let's be cheeky. Yeah, let's bump this up as well. All the money we can get at this stage. I wish they had grilled smoked salmon in the menu. Oh, lemon drizzle cake was terribly expensive. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Let's take that down a notch then. Okay, let's go 9. I feel like I'm going to come undone with my real world recipe strategy. But hey, it's my restaurant. They might be a little bit too complicated. Okay, everyone's looking okay. Menu likes dishes that I like. I still think the lemon drizzle cake is expensive. They're okay with the price of the... Well, let's be honest. It's not been a disaster of a first day. It's not been stellar. I think we've actually lost 5% popularity. But we're working towards those objectives. Oh wow, okay, so at the end of each day you're going to get this end of day review, which is really cool because it gives you an overview of what customers are thinking, which is really nice. You can see that 42% of today's comments were positive, 15% were neutral, 42% were negative. And the most frequently commented, the most frequent comment that was made was that the menu lacks dishes that I like. So we've got to pay attention. We've got to look, inspect, and see what each of our customers are wanting, because they will be returning, and we can slowly start to kind of accommodate what they want whilst balancing our economy as well. The fried chicken with honey dressing had an average price, great, and Christina Mills is doing a good job. We've got to tackle this lemon drizzle cake problem. It was terribly expensive. Yes, I agree. So we can get that down. Oh, look, 7 people were asking for fried pork loin. Now we've got a decent fryer, and it only requires just 1 ingredient. Okay. I wonder if anyone else is asking for I'm going to go for this one next. So let's keep an eye on the lemon drizzle cake price, and the fried pork loin. We can totally add that to the menu. That's not a problem. 470, 328 in orders. That's okay. That paid for our countertop, I think. So that's okay. Now, who's been slacking and who's been an absolute hero? Lara and Christina have both been resting a little bit, 6%, 8%. Hannah's been doing all the work, mainly cooking. Idle's quite low, which is good because it means that we kind of, once that starts to creep up, it's kind of suggesting that maybe we've got too many staff or they're not doing jobs very efficiently. But anyway, let's jump into day 2. Should I start to add a few more tables? I actually kind of want to make the restaurant look a little bit nicer. My ambitions are to have a little outside area, but let's add some. What about these? Oh, we like the plants, don't we? Can we add that there? Can we put one here? One there. A little bit of spill. I could even actually change the orientation of the chairs so that they're closer to the plants, like that. Not a bad idea. We're in negative. We're in negative money already. How about let's do that. Looks okay. And yeah, that looks quite nice. Okay, let's open. Let's get stuck in. How's everyone doing? 46. Attitude 50. Okay, we're in. Here comes the team. The dream team. I don't think I can overstate how much I love these foliage models. I think they're really, really beautiful. I know I'm in debt. I know I'm in debt. But we're gonna make that back. Oh, the lemon drizzle. The lemon drizzle. That was the first thing, wasn't it? Come on, €9 for a slice of lemon drizzle cake. That's fine. And let's also make that new recipe as well. What happens here? We've inadvertently renamed our recipe, I think. What are we calling this? This was fried chicken with honey dressing. Let's save that. Okay, let's have a new recipe, and this is going to be. Let's just go pork loin, fried pork loin. Sounds pretty fancy, doesn't it? Deep fry. Ooh, I wonder if we could do like a. Ooh, could we do like a katsu, like a Japanese katsu? Ooh, let's try that. That sounds cool, doesn't it? Right, let's do katsu, pork katsu. Oop. Nice. So what's in katsu? Let's have a think. We need pork loin. Got loads of pork loin. That's cool. I think we're going to need flour, breadcrumbs, an egg. I think. Where's the flour? Should do some rice with it as well. That could be nice, couldn't it? How about boil some? What would that be? Pre-cooked rice. That can be a main. Save that. Have we got enough in storage? Oh, we haven't got enough. We haven't got enough dry storage, which is cool. We can just buy some more. Starting off the day in debt. Ideal. Let's add all these. I'm just going to do recurring orders because we're just going to see how people respond to this, and if we've got ingredients sitting in there that aren't being used, fine. But I just want to sort of see what happens first of all. We've got our fried chicken with honey dressing, the fan favorite, and pork katsu. 1770. Let's round that up. Let's be a little bit stingy. Okay, let's get stuck in. Let's see what happens. No one queuing. Always a good sign. Straight in. Table of 2, lovely. That's what we want, a full restaurant. What's she eating? Let's have a little look. She wanted the fried sour chicken. She's probably going to be having the, yeah. Oh, look at that, lovely fried chicken with honey dressing and a lemon drizzle cake. Sounds delicious. Get rid of that. So I'm hoping that our, oh, look at that. Oh, so because we've made this area of the restaurant look a little bit nicer, I wonder if that's had an impact. Lemon drizzle cake was expensive, but no complaints elsewhere. So the price of the dishes has less of an influence compared to some other factors there. So we're actually working on making this a little bit more clear as to like exactly what is influencing the review score. But we can ascertain from this at the moment that all other aspects, like the quality of the food, the service time, the ambience, they were all great. The only thing that she had a problem with was the price of the lemon drizzle cake. So we've already established that this is I might actually have to remove this at some point. I think it's too complicated, and if they're getting upset at my prices, look at the disparity between the lemon drizzle cake and my main courses. Although to be fair, that looks more realistic, like an actual restaurant, doesn't it? Let's see. Let's keep watching. I'm just going to keep this on fast speed so we can quickly ascertain what's going on. Oh, I'm so worried about this debt. Oh, maybe I should add another table. Oh, that's just going to rack up my debt even further. Oh, go on a break. Go on a break. Go on a break. Everyone, go on a break. Hang on. Right. So because my staff are currently just about to go on a break, I can get my one staff member who's free, Christina, to just start processing orders. The pork katsu. I'm just going to make this look a bit different so that we can. There we go. There we go. So she's just overridden the command there. She's gone in. She's done it herself. Can even get Lara to do the service if we want. Oh, customer group have left. Oh, we're cutting it fine, aren't we? With the we're getting some good reviews though. Look, we're starting to build popularity again. Quick service, place looks amazing. The lemon drizzle was still too expensive. Oh my goodness, this is going to be like my undoing, I feel. That's very cheap to make. We're cracking on with these objectives though. Getting to work. You might notice that, I'll see if I can capture it at some point. Again, let's slow down time a little bit. You might see this little like, it's like a whisk with like a little star icon. And that essentially means that our chef has had a critical success while cooking. There you go. Little icon there. And that basically means that they there's a roll every time they cook using an appliance that requires the skill, a certain skill, and obviously if they're highly skilled, they've got a higher chance of getting a positive buff to that skill, which will influence the dish's quality, which obviously makes customers happy. Likewise, if they're a low skill, they can get a debuff, and that will result in a negative review, more negative review from your customers. So just bear that in mind as well. How are we doing with that? I kind of just feel like just getting through day 2, just so that we've kind of at least started to respond to popularity, to requests to increase our popularity. Look at this, now the lemon drizzle cake is cheap. We're so generous. I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it as that. There is, people's opinion on the price of the cake is, it's being disputed. So we'll just watch that. We're almost out of debt. Ah, here comes the rain again. Oh, I really don't like upsetting people, but I'm sorry. You've walked all this way, and we've had to kick you out. It's a bit dingy in the rain. I might add some lights in a little bit. Go and have a rest. I feel bad. I'm slightly overworking my chefs at the moment. They've got quite a lot to do, haven't they? Can you help them? Who's the most desperate? Here we go. She can help out with that. All three in the kitchen. Look at this teamwork. Oh, come on, rain, go away. Oh man, we really need to get cracking on with this. Quick, 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 go, go, go. Go, 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 are they gonna leave? Quick, quick, quick. Oh, oh, we just made it. They would have just left if the patients had run down there. Even though she'd had the dish in her hand, they would have just walked off. And I'm sure you've seen that in real life restaurants. I certainly have. It's yeah, it's the worst. Kind of a rest. See, she's knackered now. Yeah, kind of a rest. I think we could actually just reduce the effort a little bit on these tables to make them, yeah, make them a little bit quicker to serve. We're back into positive income. I think next day I'm going to expand out here and I'm going to try and create a really beautiful, like, little patio area. Maybe get another staff member and add some more chairs as well, because the popularity is actually going up again because we started to meet what people want. I wonder if there were any requests. No. Just serve a little bit quicker. Speed it up. Back from our break. Yeah, I think maybe another employee might be quite nice. Just looking at the food storage again, have we got... Haven't got quite enough dry storage. Is there anything else there? Let's get serving. The money's rolling in. We've made it. We've made it through another day. Ooh. That wasn't a good review, was it? What did we get there? Oh, Christina was rude. Oh, Christina, why are you being rude? Now, the reason why she's done that is because we've reduced effort on the tables, so that's got a potential debuff, which might be why the customer said that she was rude. Her skill level isn't super high, and we've also kind of diminished it slightly by trading off the kind of the service quality for speed. I think speed is more important at the moment. But we'll get to that. Okay, off they go. We've made it through another day. We are halfway towards making this easy objective. We've got a long way to go hitting the medium one. But look at the distribution of customer reviews. These are way more positive this time around. Pork katsu's going down well. Good service. The place looks good. Average price for the fried chicken, lemon drizzle cake was cheap. They need more tables. Couldn't agree more with that. Couldn't even make it into the restaurant. 5 people said that. Wow. Okay. So more tables. How's our finance doing? Oh, we got an additional 1% orders from yesterday. But we spent a little bit of money for renovations. But I think that's cool because we're gaining popularity, which is really, really important. Yeah, about the same. About the same. Cool. Everyone's still got their jobs to do. Can we get stuck in with a little patio area? That would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm going to delete this door. I'm going to add a door frame, just a little if we can make this so that there's, let's have a think. Do we need more space? All right, let's just reconfigure our tables and chairs a little bit. Let's move this. Oh no, we can't move that any closer. That's okay as it is. I think we wanted these as close to that potted plant as possible, didn't we? Oops. Oh, we now got a 3-seater. That's fine. We always need money, don't we? Let's add a door frame, a cheap door frame. There we go. And this is going to be our little patio area with some plants, because landscaping options. So all of like the decorative items that we can place, the landscaping options are similar in terms of how they boost ambience. They all have they add a ambient modifier +1 within a radius of 6. So I think they reach a little bit further than the indoor. About the same. So they don't add as much ambience, but they have quite a large reach, which is quite cool. And we've got a few on the map already, so I might just move some of these around actually and just kind of like reconfigure what's already in place. So let's paint what could be nice. Maybe like a little like veranda-y kind of type thing. How about that? Can we put the tree? Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Let's get a table in there first. Maybe. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's have 2 3-seater tables inside. And let's have one of our tables outside. A little 1-seater table. Let's have a couple. Let's have 2. I wonder, you know what we could do? We could add a little row of plants here. That could look quite nice, couldn't it? Let's put some grass in. This is where I get a little bit lost in my in playing around with the customization. I think what we'll do is we'll move these nice looking plants. Maybe even like a ooh, that looks quite nice. All expense at the moment, but you know what? The customers are worth it. That looks quite cute, doesn't it? Maybe we can move the tree a bit closer as well. It can be in the shade. Let's move this one as well. It's quite nice, isn't it? Very nice. I would eat here. Ambience looks okay as well. Nice. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is rain. Oh well. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can do. I might get another server. If we're serving, hang on, 3, 6, 7, 8 customers now. Let's see how quickly we can process these orders. Chop chop. What are they ordering? Oh, katsu, nice. What do you make of it? She was rude. Right. We're going to have to stop this. Let's keep the effort high, everyone. Let's not cheap out on our customers with our terrible customer service. What's wrong with her? Why is she sulking? Let's see. There's a few thoughts. She's hyped, so this is like a little temporary trait that she's got. Things are apparently getting better and better and better, which is great. This will have been caused by a number of other traits, and I guess because she's working and she's doing a task that she loves. She's also inspired by, I think, I wonder who she was inspired by. I'm not sure who she was inspired by there, but she's also annoyed by Michael Griffin. Was Michael Griffin the customer? I think he was. Let's have a look. Yeah, Michael has annoyed her. Well. People are arriving. I think I need more storage as well, don't I? Right, slight crisis management here. What do I need to do? I need to probably build more chairs. They're quite cheap as well, just to make sure that we're filling all of these seats. At the moment, you know, we've got it's 4 customers, but we've got way more room. So we want to encourage bigger groups. So the spawn here, we've got 1, table of 2. All right, so at least we're gonna have 1, and table of 2. Staff are working quite hard, aren't they? Go on a break. Oh, I'm so worried about the rain when that starts. Might add some little outside lights as well, that might be quite nice. So I think I've mentioned it already, but like, you know, this is a very free kind of a stage at the moment where you can build anywhere, inside, outside, anything can go anywhere, which is really fun. And hopefully it'll be interesting to see what you can all create with your different designs of your restaurants and the layouts. So you can do a better job than I'm doing. Look, we're back up to 25%. We're back up to day 1 popularity, which is good. I wonder what they want. We're going to have to start paying attention to what people are after. I might even also get another staff member, another server. Maybe someone who's good with that countertop as well. She's amazing at serving. Okay, Julie. And I'm going to get her to just take over here. Go on a break, Christina, you're working too hard. And we're running out of ingredients again. Okay. Running low, okay. Let's order some more pork loin. I think we're good otherwise, yep. This person on their phone. Oh, I'm so nervous that we're gonna go bankrupt again. I can feel it coming. People are getting impatient. So balancing this economy, keeping everyone happy, it is a little bit of a challenge. Like, you're gonna have to pay attention. You could already see that I'm slightly beleaguered by some of the choice that I've made. Look at that, 2 1-star reviews. That's not what we want. Not what we want. This guy's, oh, what's wrong? He's not happy because he's having to wait. People are getting knackered in the kitchen. I think I'm gonna have to modify some of my recipes. Actually, I think I've made them too complicated. It's a pork katsu. It's now an eggless pork katsu. It's fine. It's fine. With I think the lemon drizzle cake, a lot of people are ordering that. Let's just do I'm actually gonna remove the kind of the little dressing, as it were, because that's taken too long. I'm gonna add the lemon just to the cake. So we can't call it a lemon drizzle cake anymore. Let's just call it a lemon cake. A lemon cake. Where's the lemon? Okay. Let's see if that makes a difference to how everyone's behaving in the kitchen. Lemon cake. You know, when you've got people idle like this, it's a good idea to just get them like helping out. You know, this guy's getting annoyed. She can get on the lemon cake. Christina, you can get working on the katsu. These 2 can go on a break. All 4 in the kitchen, getting to work. You can see some of the dishes that are in progress there. Oh man, just served them just in time. We're going to get a bad review here because it took so long. Yikes. Oh, are we going to go bust? I really hope not. I might have to delete some of my tables to save the day here. I might have overextended myself slightly. Let's just see. Let's just see. And I'll tell you what, because we just need the money at the moment, let's bump all the prices up. I'm sorry. Controversial lemon cake. made it simpler, more expensive, you know. That's a... Ooh, okay. Alright, so we're getting to the end of the day now. These are the last tables. I wonder if we're going to make enough money. Katsu, 3 katsus and a lemon cake. That's going to be... Well, how good are my maths? It's going to be about less than 100. I'm going to have to delete some of my furniture, which is a real shame. It's fine though. Let's delete a few of these objects. We have totally overextended ourselves. Unfortunately, this is what you got to do sometimes. Do we need these plants out here? No, we can get rid of them. They're not worth a lot. Every penny counts at this stage. That's not doing anything for us. Do I need all these appliances as well? Because I might be able to get rid of one just to save myself right now. Let's look at food storage. We've got more than enough fridges. Let's just get one of them. There we go. Okay, we're okay. Let's just finish the day. Let's make it through to day 3 at least. That patient's going down in the rain. Might be cool if we could maybe have some later. We could implement some parasols and things. That might be quite nice to please the customers in the rain. Oh, they were quite happy though to eat in the rain. It's all good. And look, we've hit our first objective. We've managed to serve 50 tables, and we've still got 2 days to go, which is really great. Slightly more negative comments this time around. We've really got to start looking at what people are asking for. Christina was being a bit rude as well, and they did have to wait a while. Got 2 servers now, so that shouldn't be a problem this time around. Plus 2% income over the previous day. Okay. Let's get straight back into it. Let's open up. Can we make that money? Like, we've got 1 day after today, so we're halfway there. Are we going to make that money? Right, what I'm going to do is for these first sets of customers, I'm going to look at exactly what they want. Fried spicy pork loin. Fried sweet chicken wing. So fried spicy pork loin. Let's look at our katsu. And I'm going to add something spicy to the deep fry action to generate that tag. What have we got? Some chili powder. Nice. So we've added the spicy tag. Let's order some chili powder. All these ingredients. And this one wanted fried sweet chicken wings. Have we got a recipe that has fried chicken? We could just make this more expensive. She wanted sweet. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's add a chicken wing. So this is now like let's call it a fried half chicken, because it's, you know, it's the breast and the wing, which is what people want. They wanted that chicken wing, and they wanted it to be fried, and they wanted it to be sweet, which we've already got with this honey dressing. So let's save that. I think we could probably bump up the prices a little bit as well. Oh, I'm so cruel, aren't I? These poor customers. Let's see what happens, because that's basically tackled those 2 customers right then and there. We've kind of addressed what they wanted. Oh, we've got another one that wants that, which is good. This one also wants that. Okay, I feel like we're onto a winner here. I'm going to re-add. What do these want? All right, so you might notice these people are queuing because they want a table of 2. So we've only got the only 3 tables, the ones that have 1 chair. So you've just got to pay attention to exactly what what the size of the groups are. Let's add. There we go. In they come, all 4 of you. Get in there. Let's go. Right, what do you want? I think we can do that because of our honeyed chicken recipe. I think we're nailing it. I think we've tackled some of the wants pretty well here. Let's just keep at it. Keep an eye on our staff. I really like these tiles. They're very cool. oil bubbling away. Here we go. Oh, everyone's getting a bit annoyed. They're all getting a bit annoyed. Here come the 3 4-star reviews. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's make money. Let's make people happy. Nice, we've got a system here. Let's keep Hannah fresh. Oh, and Lara. Make sure that we've got enough chicken wing. We've added that to our chicken and honeyed, our chicken recipe with the honey dressing. Sounds quite delicious. So just looking at the menu again, you know, some customers will have traits like, you know, they'll be like celiac or they'll be vegan. So when we're a little bit further into development of the game, we're going to add these tags in, these traits in, they'll have more of an impact upon the basically your menu composition. So right now we're kind of just satisfying a lot of meat eaters, but we want to be inclusive of other people's diets, and obviously to reflect reality. And yeah, this is going to be a little bit more realistic, so you'll be able to see people rejecting foods based on their own dietary requirements, which I think is obviously really quite a cool kind of like reflection of what real restaurants are like and what running an actual restaurant feels like. Oh, come on, serve them. Come on. There we go. Just made it. Cake first. Okay. Okay. I think we're doing okay with money this time around. So we're heading towards this medium objective. If we can't hit this hard one, I wouldn't be surprised. I think we set ourselves up for a failure with the lemon cake. Alright, so the fried half chicken with honey dressing was cheap. Ooh, let's whack that up then. That can go way higher. Gonna have a rest. Alright, these staff are just doing nothing. What are you doing? You need to really just do something, girls. We can there we go. Straight to work. There she goes. So there's a little bit of a delay there. She's waiting for an appliance to become free, because obviously we only have one of each type of appliance. Yeah. So once I make a little bit more money, it might be worth like actually having a few more, like duplicating some of these appliances so that there isn't so much of a choking point with the use of the deep fryer, because I think we've got a few recipes that are like that. But with deep fry, yeah, we are. Katsu, the half chicken, lemon cakes, just using the bake. Are we using the countertop for anything? Stove is being used there for the rice. Oh yeah, we're using to do our little honeyed salad on the countertop over here. Why are we losing? Ah, they're having to wait a long time. We need to really increase our speed here. We're making money. That's all that matters right now. I might add some more chairs again. Try and fill up. So if we get some groups of 3 in, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? All these successes that Lara's having when she's cooking, she's doing a really good job. Brilliant. She's pretty tired though. No one's been really negatively affected at the moment. I guess Christina's getting a little bit annoyed, but whenever I see someone idle, I'm going to pounce on them and get them to do something. There she goes. Straight on that katsu in the fryer. Looks like Lara might be a little bit overworked. See, that day we didn't really have to panic too much about money. we're actually starting to create a bit more of a, it's starting to gel a little bit more in terms of the amount of money that we're making. I think the reviews took a little bit of a hit, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to actually start working on Ambience again as well, make this look a little bit prettier. Can't wait to see what everyone creates of their own restaurant designs. I've been very, I think I've rushed this a little bit. I've not really thought too much about my design, but after all, I'm just trying to demonstrate the game. So hopefully you'll take a little bit more time and actually decorate your restaurant a little bit more carefully than I have. Yeah, and yeah, please do share any screenshots that you have on our social media, Discord, Twitter. I'd really like to see what you've come up with. That'd be really cool. We'll look at all these positive. Like majority, the vast majority of reviews that we're getting now are like really positive, so that's good. That's good news. Average rating of 2 stars. Ooh, dropped 11%, and the popularity's dropped. Why is that? Yeah, I'm just not serving people quick enough. I think it's because we haven't got enough appliances. Like, or maybe I need to look at the priorities again and make sure that people are doing things more efficiently. That's what I'll focus on today. Yeah, that's what I'll do today. So let's just, yeah, I said I was going to get some little lights, didn't I? Do you have some ceiling lights? Oh, they're so expensive. How about just a couple of those? And the outside area is really nice, isn't it? Let's look at priorities again. Let's look at our recipes. So we've got a deep fry. So deep fry is happening twice, boiling is happening once. So the stove is used once, the fryer is used twice, the countertop is used once, and the lemon cake requires the oven to be baked. So I think it's just the bottleneck, I think, is with the fryer. Could add another person here, because if she's, yeah, this is the thing. Because I was finding that the server's just standing around, so if we get one of them to like chip in with that. And this one as well, there we go. So that should alleviate some of that problem. They're fine working on that. Let's see how this goes to begin with, and then it might be the case of once we start making money, I can then add another fryer, and that might also help things out a little bit. Because then, the thing is about this is that obviously if one's already started an action, then the other one has to wait until it's finished. So if we've got 2 fryers, then they can both just have one each, which will speed up the production of or the cooking of a dish. I think the way that I've picked my staff and the jobs that I've given them is they're all quite happy as well, so we're not seeing any breakdowns. Everyone seems pretty... Although I say that, Hannah seems to be fluctuating her attitude. I wonder why that is. What does she not like doing? She's annoying. Julie and Lara are annoying. Oh, Lara's alright. She's got any traits that are doing that? She's also annoyed. Julie. Is Julie one of our staff? She is. She's also annoyed. Everyone's annoyed. They're annoying each other. Nothing too permanent though. We're actually planning on creating staff, like dynamic staff relationships. So over time, they'll actually start to like either really like start getting on or disliking one another. So they can actually end up being like mortal enemies or best friends, or maybe even more. Who knows? We're looking at it, and I think it would be a really cool feature to make your staff feel more alive and more of like a real team. Inter-staff relationships, that would be very cool, wouldn't it? See what rifts that creates in the workplace. Are we going to be able to make this medium hit this medium? I don't think we're even going to be able to hit this medium objective. I've been neglecting my prices. Bump everything up quickly. Let's do 9. Well, I'm hoping that you'll do a little bit better than I have on my my playthrough here. Not even be able to hit the medium objective. I am ashamed. These little details on the models. On a break. Big table there. That was a lot of money. This is going to be sad if we're not able to do it. Table of 1, table of 2. Maybe I should have focused on having more seats, then that would have generated bigger tables of customers. So I could have been more efficient in serving them. Because, you know, like the tables are a little bit spread out as well. So although these guys have nice ambience, it takes longer to get to them. So time really is money in this game. Off on a break. Oh, we were getting there. I don't think we were going to make this medium objective, which is a shame. And we were creeping towards that hard one. That is going to be a real challenge, and I'll be very impressed by players that can meet this. Oh, we just had a group leave as well. Oh no, they just left. Our team. Yeah, this is the problem now. We're not able to serve them quick enough because we've got big... I think we need more staff. We need more staff and we need more appliances. And we haven't quite got the money that we need to do that. And we've got a breakdown. Oh no. So, good timing here. We can have a look at Christina. She's broken down. She's really tired. And she's just going to stay on her break indefinitely. Oh, she's on her phone. She would just stay there now, which is really annoying. Oh, she's come back. So basically, whenever she goes on a break, she's going to be there for a lot longer than she should be. Yeah, these... I've got to be careful about sending on her a break. Good thing is, though, that it came right at the end of the day. Are we even going to finish in the green? I don't think we are. I like how they can just serve out the back. Very nice. Shorter route for them. The last dish of this demo. Let's make it a good review. 2 stars. Well, doesn't that just sum it up? So, everyone goes home. And that was the last day of the demo. Poor old Lara, off she goes. Well, this is how we end things. So if you think that you can do a better job than I have done today, which I'm sure you will, please do go and download the demo for Recipe for Disaster. It is available on Steam for the duration of Steam Next Fest. I hope you've enjoyed my playthrough or my attempt to to run a successful restaurant business. But yes, enjoy the demo. Let us know what you think. We do have a feedback form here as well. You can click on this after you finish the demo and just you can rate mechanics. You can tell us what you'd like to see in the full game. We are planning on releasing Recipe for Disaster via Steam Early Access in Q3 2021. So thank you for joining me. And yeah, have a fantastic day. Enjoy the game, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.